Welcome, everyone. This is the Gym Explainer, and a huge welcome to all of our listeners out there: gym owners, operators, managers, salespeople, entrepreneurs, and personal trainers. Today, we're diving into a white paper from jthomas, and our goal is simple: to give you some really powerful, actionable insights that can absolutely change how you sell memberships, starting, well, right now. And hey, a quick note before we jump in. For you folks out there who are looking to open a new gym, maybe acquire an existing one, or just need some working capital to grow, we can help with funding options up to $500K. The best part? It's unsecured and there are no restrictions on how you use it. You can check it all out at fmconsulting.net. Okay, let's get right to the heart of it. This single idea, honestly, this is the foundation of everything we're going to talk about today. When value exceeds price, people will buy. If you can truly get this, really internalize it, it will revolutionize your entire sales approach. It's a total shift from trying to be the cheapest gym in town to becoming the most valuable. So, first up, let's tackle the biggest, most common roadblock I know you all face in sales: the price objection. We've all heard it 1,000 times, but what does it really mean when a prospect says that? This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? That moment when a prospect looks you in the eye and says, "It's just too expensive." Man, it can be so deflating. But what this white paper argues, and what I think is so brilliant, is that we're looking at this completely wrong. And here is the key insight: a price objection is not about your price. Read that again. It's simply a signal, a big flashing red light, that you haven't demonstrated enough value yet. It's a communication issue, not a pricing one. And this right here, this just perfectly illustrates the huge mental shift you have to make. The moment you stop asking, "How can I discount this?" and you start asking, "How can I make this feel more valuable?" well, you completely change the game. The conversation stops being a negotiation and it turns into a consultation. All right, so if it's not really about the price, what is it about? To answer that, we have to dig into the psychology of what your members are actually buying when they walk through your doors. This is so important. Nobody wakes up in the morning wanting to buy a gym membership. That's not the goal. What they do want is to buy a solution to their problem. They want the certainty that your gym is the answer they've been looking for. You're not in the business of selling memberships, you're in the business of selling confidence. So when they're talking to you, your prospect isn't thinking about your treadmills or your squat racks. They're thinking about these deep, powerful emotional goals. They're thinking about losing 30 pounds before that vacation, or finally rebuilding strength after a nagging injury. For some, it's about being a healthy role model for their kids, or just feeling confident in their own skin again. Your sales pitch has to connect these real desires. You see, knowing this changes absolutely everything. If we're selling outcomes, then we have to start speaking the language of value. So the question is, how do we actually do that effectively? What does it sound like? This chart just nails the difference, right? On one side, you have feature sales. That's just talking about what you have. On the other, outcome sales. That's all about what they get. So anyone can say, "We have state-of-the-art equipment." But it's way more powerful to say, "You'll finally feel confident walking into a gym knowing we have everything you need to reach your goals." It's not just 24/7 access. It's, "You'll never have to skip a workout again because your gym fits your schedule." That's the language of value. Okay, so how do we put all this into practice? How do you actually build up this perceived value in the mind of your prospect? And let's be super clear, we're not talking about just slashing your prices, because we all know that's a race to the bottom. Here's the core strategy right here. The solution is not to make your gym cheaper, it's to make its value clearer. See, when you drop your price, you just attract bargain hunters. But when you make your value crystal clear, you attract the right kind of people. People who are actually looking for results and are ready to invest in themselves. And here are 4 concrete ways you can do this in every single sales interaction. 1, tell stories. Real stories about member transformations connect on an emotional level. 2, show proof. Testimonials, before and after photos, let your results do the selling. 3, use social proof. Show them how many other people just like them have already found success with you. And 4, create urgency. And I don't mean a cheesy sale. I mean the real urgency of them missing out on their goals. What's the cost of them waiting another month? Okay, so let's pull this all together. Let's create a practical, value-driven action plan that you can put into place at your gym the minute this is over. All right, this is your takeaway checklist. Number 1, audit your pitch. Get rid of the future speak and replace it with outcome language. 2, when you hear a price objection, immediately ask, "Compared to what?" That question alone is a game changer. 3, train your team on this every week. 4, put your proof everywhere, your lobby, your website, social media. 5, start selling results-based programs, not just open-ended memberships. And 6, and this is a big one, celebrate every single member win. Success is contagious. And this is really the thought I want to leave you with. This should be your guiding principle. Stop trying to compete on price. It's a losing battle. Instead, compete on value. Compete on the results and the transformations you provide for your members. Now that is a game you can win. If you want to dive deeper into this, I highly recommend you contact Jim Thomas directly. His number is 214-629-7223, or you can email him at jthomas@fmconsulting.net. And finally, a huge thank you to our sponsor, Jim Business Manager. If you're in the market for the best gym software out there, you have to check them out at gymbusinessmanager.com.